Welcome to Chaos and Coffee. My name is Justin Brown. I will be your host for this adventure. Buckle in. It's not easy. You have to have an attention span. Today, as previous weeks, we have with us a collection of people from around the world. You'll notice Darth Tux from an undisclosed location in Antarctica. We have Josh M. from the Bay. And we have Vertex Draco from the legendary Forest of Nottingham.
I live actually in the forest, right?
Right, like in a tree, like a
yeah.
Oh goodness, we've talked about a bunch of stuff. We talk about stuff like before we go live, and then we talk about stuff while we're in here. Random conversations driven by your comments, outside chat, or send us a direct message through one of the various social networking platforms. And we'll address that issue or question or comment. Otherwise, we're going to rant and ramble and have a conversation. That's usually the format. Just give you that preface up front. Thanks for tuning in, our one viewer. I really appreciate it. If you ever want to join the conversation, you too can jump in with a laptop or a tablet or a really powerful cell phone. What were we talking about right before we started?
OpenAI, I think, but then it went
Russian,
on to something else.
Russian techno bands?
Yeah, Russian techno bands.
We still can't pronounce the name of the Russian guy. We'll put some of these links in the description later on after the live session is done. We'll put some of the links to the music we've been listening to or some of the websites we've been visiting as reference material.
Probably.
Maybe we will. Who knows? Maybe. I say it, but it could be a blatant lie.
It's a possibility.
I like to call it a Trump promise. You know what I mean? It's going to be great. I'll put all the links in the description. Okay, everybody's chatty as hell. Then we go live. Everybody's like, what? Everybody went to a bathroom break. I will ramble on this shit.
Run out of things to say by the time we go live.
I don't think so. I think what happens is... Oh, go ahead.
We always talk about the best stuff before we go live.
It's true. We honestly
just go live, like
right as soon as we come in, we should probably go live next time. Yeah, we have like this 30 minutes of us conversating before we go live. Then we have a conversation, and then at some point the conversation gets so like where it's like, we gotta go secretive, and then we end the broadcast. And so really it's probably best to be in here, like not watching, but an active participant. It's probably best. We can fit 10 people in here. That's probably the best idea. If you want the link to join, even throughout the broadcast, let us know. We're more likely going to let you in. We control the vertical and horizontal.
But we're open to everybody.
Yeah, but we're open to everybody,
man. Maybe just start at the beginning, but then just go secretive as you drop off at the end. I don't know, just make some notes or something and then bring it up after.
Oh, I wish we could do it.
My biggest issue is that we have all these really great discussions before the show, and then at some point somebody usually says, "Hey, we should shelf this and talk about it on the show," and then we never get back around to it.
We never do. So yeah, we really need to take notes before the show. This is getting a little bit meta, guys. We're sorry, audience, our 3 viewers. Thanks for tuning in. We should probably have notes throughout the week and then bring stuff to the show that we want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Each individually, and then have some time whenever we lag to pick it back up again. We're the type of group, though, that somebody could be like, hey, man, I ate a Mars candy bar. And then somebody's like, Mars? Did you know that? Like it launches. It happens. That's why I like having more people in here, because I can just let you guys go. You know what I mean? You guys, I'm like, hey, how's it going? I'm just gonna.
Because then you don't have to work. You don't have to do any. You don't have to put any effort in.
It's the American dream, right there.
I don't feel uncomfortable in silence.
The other day, my son was writing a.
You couldn't have said that at a more perfect manner.
Yeah, it was right there. I'm not uncomfortable with silence. The writing assignment was to write about looking out the window on a windy day and describing it. And one of the prompts was, "And what do you hear?" And my son goes, "The sound of silence." And I was like, "Dang!" Yeah, I was like,
and then that piano picks up.
You're just like red.
Oh goodness.
Over.
Yeah. I know. I pulled up the video on YouTube and showed it to him. I was like, "This is Simon and Garfunkel." Oh man. Welcome to Olivia Essenbach. What's the term? What's your title? Beautician? Hairstylist?
Artist.
Cosmetologist.
What?
One of them.
She just busted out a Latin word on me. What?
That
Cosmetologist.
different.
Oh,
That is
cosmetologist.
different
Okay.
than you said yesterday, because yesterday you were an artist.
That is an artist.
It is an artist, but it's like, I guess, a scientific term.
There's a lots of blend between the arts and sciences. It's not like any
Yeah.
art is just a pure art. And then, I mean, like even somebody mixing paint knows about like the chemistry of the paint and the paint thinner and stuff, you know?
Especially if you're really into it, yeah, you definitely know a lot more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's creating art, but she knows like about pH balances and shit for people's blah, blah, hair and skin.
Your hair has a pH.
You're such a technician, dude.
I wish I had hair to have a pH.
But
I've got the Magneto helmet going on. Olive's also in the Bay. I'm just gonna get people's general locations. I'm not trying to like dox you on a YouTube live, blah blah blah.
What?
It's just we're
why would
live
you even say that, dude? You will creep me out.
because I'm saying general locations. Like, you know what I mean? Like I told the people that Draco's in Nottingham. You know what I mean? Like I think at this point in
Rottingham.
2017.
It's Rottingham.
What? Wolf in sheep's clothing up in here. It's a sick beanie though. I need to find a beanie, huh? For the winter.
They make
California
some
winters.
You live in the desert, man.
I live in a
California
valley.
is not a desert.
Yes, it is a desert. It's a fucking cold desert in the nighttime. You know
It's
the desert's
more than a
fucking cold at
desert.
night.
It's not just a desert.
I would call it it's got a lot of different zones. If you think about it, like
Yeah,
lots of different
We got mountains.
mountains for snow. We've got coast. We've got the
Yes.
desert.
Yes,
We have
yes.
the valley.
But we are dry. Our weather is dry.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, man. I think at this point we should probably give a shout out to all the people trying to survive those fucking fires. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Even you know when it's like hot outside, it's still dry. When it's cold outside, it's dry.
Mm,
We are a dry
Like,
state,
I gotta walk around with lotion, dude, all day.
right?
yeah, I agree. It's very
Like
dry
it-
here.
I gotta keep putting lotion on its skin, you know?
The lotion on its skin.
When it rains here, people like celebrate. People like dance around in the rain.
I heard about those fires recently. Like, what's up with those? Because that's a bizarre concept to me. Just
No,
shit
it's
just
more
randomly
bizarre.
catch on
I
fire.
guarantee you. I guarantee it's more bizarre to me because I actually have been to those areas and grew up in those areas, but I don't really want to. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
You don't have to. I'll
on
talk
it.
about it. You just
Yeah.
kind of jumped in.
Okay, sorry.
What's going on with the fires is that California really treasures their nature. They treasure it so much that they try to avoid forest fires. Well, see, then we get all of this growth, and then we don't have enough rain to take care of it, and it dries out, and it catches on fire, and everything burns down.
And even if we have a lot of trails and places to like be like parks and stuff, there's a lot of dry grass where
Yep.
they don't actually spend time mowing it. So there's a lot
Exactly.
of grass, like dried ass grass. dude.
Even my brother just went, because California is a desert.
Yeah, you need some rangers or something to just take care of it.
Well, see,
What's
here's the
weird
thing,
is
so
like
try-
it's in such an odd area, dog. Like it's not in like a hill, like a mountain. It's just in this weird like it's like a fire that just sprung up. It's PG&E's fault, you know, and
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's not much you can do when there's hundreds of thousands of acres burning in multiple different areas, and we only have so many firefighters we can try to get to surround them.
And the reason,
And in fact, there were actually fire science people in that area previously trying to get a control on the how heavy everything is. Like my girl Sasha, like she has been out there with a team back and forth for months doing controlled burns, and they couldn't keep up with it, and then this happened. Their campsite got burned down.
yeah, there's something I saw, something I don't know for sure, but there's something about the winds we're having too right now. Like it goes in a weird direction where it's real fast in that area, or
Oh yeah, she showed me a picture of what they call a
for some reason that area gets hit with like this like funnel wind that basically it just was a right conditions for what it's doing, right? Like PG&E was losing power or some shit, and that's why there's many of them, because
leaf freeze. So when leaves are frozen in that mode, like they're like shriveled but then super like to the side, whatever, from very fast hot moving fires, like it like pushes the trees and like freezes them in these positions because it's so hot. It's like like how it would look if it was like freezing cold weather, and if like things were covered in ice, like the water like pushes things so that they look all like thin and long and like whatever way the wind was going. Fire does that too, apparently.
one time I was leaving work and I was like driving home and it was like dark, and Santa Cruz had, I mean, it wasn't this big by any means, but there's a fire in the Santa Cruz mountains, and it made the whole like mountainside glow. It was this weird, like, it's so weird to see like that shit at night,
Oh yeah. I live right by the hills where I'm at. And over the summer, right after we moved in, there was a fire up on the golf course up there. And it just like the entire top of the mountain was glowing red. It was scary and pretty at the same time.
Dude, that picture's trippy. It's like it's sucking all the like oxygen out of the leaves.
Yeah, it was so hot and so fast of a fire that it froze the tree.
That's why they're all painted that way, dude, because it's like it's sucking all the energy out of that thing, dude.
There are about 4,000 prisoners that are firefighting as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Inmates, if you will.
Fire
I shouldn't say. I mean, okay, let's use the word inmate, I guess, or whatever the most PC word is.
Say fire camp.
Yeah, there's guys in the fire camp. In fire camps, they're only getting paid about $1 an hour.
The women are getting paid too.
$2 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's the one instance in the entirety of the earth where women are getting paid more than men. Congratulations.
And they don't complain. And they don't complain about it. They're actually happy and honored to take on the job.
Oh yeah. That's from what I've read. It's pretty courageous.
I drove through Montana and Idaho. When was that? Back in, I guess it was 2012 when they had their fires up there. At first, man, I thought I was up in the clouds, because I'm in the mountains. It was my first time being there. Hell, I didn't know. And I stopped off and was talking to locals, found out that no, the whole place was on fire. I drove back through, was it 4 months later, and everything was still covered in ash and burnt. And those forest fires are horrible, man.
Yeah,
I feel you.
I mean, Chloe was telling me that she's got smoke up in Portland from us.
Yeah, it was pretty thick.
I mean, around here we don't have the forest, so we worry about grass fires.
Like there's moments where
we have grass fires too. I've had 2 almost take my house out.
We shut down the schools. Like the school is like, we'll still be open, but it's an excused absence if you keep your kid at school, because you don't want kids out when there's that much. Like you could obviously see the pollution. You know what I mean? Like it was very obvious what was smelled like plastic in the air, dude. It was, you know, you don't let kids out.
We had fires here in town. I mean, recently. It's just I didn't want to really compare them to the devastation up north. I mean, it was basically a part of town on the east side that was on fire, and they contained it. But it was smoky as fuck, where you could smell plastics and petrols in the air. Up north, Draco. I think what's going on, dude, is Olive and Josh. We're so used to fires in California that I don't think we're appropriately describing it for Draco, because he lives in a place where it rains all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it is really wet.
It does,
dude, check this out, man.
Really
I've seen plenty of fire in my time. That's
Acres
you know what?
Well, yeah, you know what a fire is.
burning plastic. Like,
Yeah, I think what you're
plastic
saying.
toxic, so,
But like, we're talking about whole towns have been wiped out, like whole acres and acres, square miles, like just huge
let
of
me say
land.
this, dude, please, Justin, is you gotta understand is also only just a few years ago that area got like hit hard with an earthquake too. And the whole downtown area, and there, I mean, the Napa River runs through there, and
Lots
they
of
have
water.
and so when that got hit with the earthquake, it was pretty like, they're like, fuck, you know, everybody loves Napa, but I mean, they needed to rebuild some stuff, and then to get hit with this fire, it's kind of like throwing salt on the wound.
Yeah, it's even, well, yeah, I mean, not just salt on the wound, because that would actually help the wound a little bit. It's like fucking I don't know, man. It's devastating droughts, then an earthquake, and then fires on top of that. And we have a fire season. The winds you're talking about were the.
Can we also discuss about how earlier this year parts of San Jose were underwater?
Yeah.
Coyote Creek was raging.
Well, you know,
When we do get rain, it floods.
it's
That's what
always
does
something.
rain.
It's either fires, floods, tornadoes, earthquakes.
Oh yeah, it's action. This is
Doesn't matter
action.
where you live. There's always something that's
Action state.
yeah.
Oh man, I guarantee, dude, it's wild out in California, man.
it's kind of weird now thinking about it that people in England complain about the weather so often, because it's just
raining.
like compared to there, it's a non-issue really. It's like, oh well, it's a bit windy, it's a bit rainy. Oh, it's
Dude,
hot now, and I've got
just
all my fucking
because-
wet clothes on. Yeah,
Draco.
and you've got like storms and tornadoes and earthquakes and shit.
Dude, Draco, just because it hasn't hit Northern California yet, we are totally susceptible to typhoons from any type of like
Oh yeah.
earthquake in the ocean or earthquake from
Hold
like
on.
the other side.
There's different terms here, bro. Like I'm not
Okay.
trying to like.
I know,
Here,
like,
let's just talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, a hurricane and a typhoon are just on different sides of the equator.
Really?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
So
I was-
hurricanes are like, Asia gets
Hurricanes are
typhoons.
no,
and
no. I was talking
Australia
to
gets typhoons. New Zealand gets typhoons. Those
this
are
guy
hurricanes
that
down
worked
south.
for.
Tsunamis like are
That's what
things
we're
that-
talking about. Tsunami.
okay. And bro, we're
Okay.
doing this at a nice mellow pace here. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
Tsunamis are caused by an earthquake scenario, which could easily hit you guys because the fault line runs like, goodness, 10
It's
miles
bad,
off the coast.
yeah.
So yeah,
The
if
wave
you guys
was
could have a
over
serious
the
one.
Santa Cruz Mountains, we're in a like a dish. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the bay is actually it. I mean, if you,
Sorry to laugh,
it looks
just-
like a crater. It looks like it used to be a big volcano. Basically, it's like a circle
It's a bay.
of just hills,
the valley.
and then water goes into it. If
Yep.
a wave went over the Santa Cruz, like demolished Santa Cruz, went over
We
the
would
Santa
be
Cruz Mountains,
fucked.
we would be fucked.
Is there a movie where that happens? I want to start watching those movies from like 2012 where it didn't happen then, but
No,
it might
my
happen
mom-
soon.
Okay,
My mom
so
talks
this,
about that. This is why she doesn't want to move to Santa Cruz, is because if something big happens out on the coast, you're fucked because you're stuck. There's no way to get the fuck out of there.
And all the damn vampires.
dude, this is a prophecy going to be born.
Are we gonna make a prophecy? No, I'd rather not, because
No, I'm good. Yeah, let's not talk about it.
Give me a date. Give me a date.
No, it's not gonna, nobody knows when it's going to happen, dude.
No, we
It's been
gotta,
happening.
we gotta record this. If it happens, it's
20.
crazy.
2722.
2722?
There you go.
Fuck.
That's
I hope
not
we're still
much.
around by then.
Give
Yeah,
me a month.
you wouldn't even be using months.
March.
Damn.
All right,
Okay.
we gotta come back to this video now. This is a time capsule.
She said 27 something, dude. We're gonna be all gone.
2722. We won't be alive.
Wait, oh,
Yeah, bro.
oh, well, we gotta make sure. it
The
says
Google AI will know.
record, though. Yeah, we gotta like.
2722, the Earth is a devastated radioactive wasteland.
The cockroaches rule.
You have to
Pretty
label
much.
this. You have to make sure the saving of this video is that date.
Have you stayed up all night? Let's change the topic here. Are you up all night? Like, have you slept yet?
Who slept tonight?
I've slept, yeah.
I've slept.
Last night.
This is have I never ever. I've never ever.
Never have I ever slept.
BRB.
I get like some
BRB.
response later. Some guy's like, "This is my medical condition. I can't fucking sleep, guys. That's not cool."
They're like, well, maybe you should stop drinking beer with sugar in it, or vodka and Red Bull.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
good. Don't do that stuff, man. That's basically like, okay, like I drink coffee and smoke herb, right? And that's like hippie speedballing, right? If you're doing energy drinks and alcohol, that's basically like the D-bags version of it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being kind of serious, dude. I mean, I know they serve that at clubs. I know people drink that shit.
I actually get enough sugar off like a Coca-Cola. You know what I mean? I'm good.
If you have rum and Coke, you're good. If you have Mountain Dew is made for moonshine.
Jack and Coke.
Jack and Coke, there you go.
Jameson.
Okay.
Whiskeys and scotches, you're supposed to drink straight and just swish them in your mouth like mouthwash, bro. And then like let it sit in there.
I had a bottle of wine last night.
That's what she said.
We had some what's that? Oh, Shock Top variety pack.
Ooh,
I don't like it.
I like the orange ones
I'm not even good with it.
Yeah, I like the.
because I'm a
God, what
girl.
the fuck did they have? A ruby red or something? Or a blood red orange.
Oh, okay.
Hey, can we change the topic? All this discussion of hard liquor is making my.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's all right, man. It's cool.
Yeah, it happens a lot with comedians
It's just-
too. Like we'll be all drinking, and this like one comedian's like a recovering addict, and we're like, oh yeah, it's like, oh man, we're such a name bunch, man. It's not good.
For those that don't know, I don't have any lining in my stomach, so when I drink hard liquor, it's like drinking napalm.
Ouch.
Can you
Yeah,
drink
it's very
soft liquor?
painful. Well, my family moved when I was 3 years old because my mother caught my grandfather putting straight liquor in my bottle.
What's wrong with that?
Right. Well,
I mean,
been
you know,
It
drinking
ate
pretty
the
much.
lining of his stomach, bro.
By the time I
Back in the
turned
day, they didn't
21, I
have
had drank so much
the
hard liquor
pills that we have now.
that
so.
it had tore my stomach up.
Oh, that's a lot of liquor then. It's kind of fucked
Yeah,
up.
it is a lot of liquor.
I just thought it was
Seriously.
okay. My bad, dude. Like I thought it was just like a nightcap kind of thing. But
Yeah, no, it's
not.
fine. It's fine. I didn't think there was
Like
anything
my-
wrong
like
with
my
it growing
mom-
up. I was like, what? Your dad doesn't get you drunk as fuck too?
Yeah, my mom would dip a knot from a washcloth into some Jack Daniels and give that to me while teething.
Yeah, like I don't see that as a problem, but as far as like spiking your kid's
Yeah.
fucking milk,
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
that
No,
would
this
be-
is
that's basically-
this is giving a child of 3
that's
a
like some Scott
glass, not a
Peterson,
shot, but a
Scott Peterson
glass
bullshit, dude.
of Everclear or homemade moonshine or whatever.
Why did you even drink it? Oh,
I was 3. It was given to me by my grandfather and my dad. I mean, shit.
Yeah, you'd probably have to force that down me at 3. At 3, I was still fucking like,
hell, my
Crying.
uncle
I was
tried to
like,
give me
"Ah."
a beer, and I was just like, no, this is gross. I got a barbecue or something. You want a beer too?
my
No,
first beer was
this is
7th
gross.
grade.
I don't want this.
Yeah, I guess the times were different. That's for anybody watching this point who doesn't understand the past. Anytime before the 2000 switchover, shit was weird. Like, I too drank whiskey with my parents. at a very young age. Now that I think about it, goodness.
I mean, we let my brother have beer, and we've been letting him have like a beer here and there, and like
I
good
think
beer.
beer is not, beer or wine with dinner or something like that.
I would get glasses of wine like every once in a while at dinners.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like, my
fine.
mom will actually pick up beer for my brother, but given he's like a 6 foot, almost 200-pound facial hair growing man, he can have some beer. It's fine.
Yeah. In Europe, as soon as you're, or in most places,
I, of course, couldn't really drink.
Yep.
Around my children, so they grew up never, seeing any of it in the household.
Mm.
So
Ain't nothing
when
wrong
my
with
daughter
that.
turned 16, I sat her down. She came in from school, and I said, "Hey, this is a beer. You want to sit here and drink it with me?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay. And I just want to make sure that your first experience with this is a safe one, right?"
Yeah,
So
that's
she
pretty
came
much
about
why.
a week later. I said, "Here, this is a shot of whiskey. You want to try that?" She said, "No." I said, "All right, this is just make sure if you ever want to try whiskey, you come to me."
My aunt was aware that I was drinking, like, because I played football in high school. And so, like, she knew we would go out and party, and she just had the condition that I call her if my ride was too drunk. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was really cool. Back in the day, my aunt just said, "Call me so that you don't get in a wreck," because she'd gone through that where people had gotten in wrecks, drunk driving.
She said, "Hit me up when you're dazed and confused."
Well, yeah, so that, I mean, or not even like if I was, but if the ride was. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're safe.
And it happened once where we were all drunk down by the river and nobody wanted to drive, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna call my aunt," and it was too late, and I was like, you know what? And we just fucking slept down by the river. It'd be weird to think about now, but like, a whole football team and like probably a group of homeless people sleeping down by the river.
That's hilarious.
Because we'd pay them to get us booze. You know what I'm saying? We'd go find like people down by the river that were camping by the river and give them money.
Shit, you're genius.
Dude, that was like the joke back in the day, dude.
That's a good hustle, yep. Yep, I would never do that now. I'd never buy booze for kids now. But yeah, as a kid, that was
no, dude. But
these guys
back in the day.
They'd get us whatever we ordered, right? They'd get us whatever we ordered, and we were like, "Yo, man, what'd you get for yourself?" It'd be like a box of Franzia and like a bucket of chicken, or like a big box of chicken from the like Safeway or something like that has the.
Dude, my issue was like when we finally got somebody to actually buy for us. It was such a big order because we had so many kids wanting like a 40 in this that he would have to come out with like 2 big bags of fucking like it was bad. We were like, "Oh, finally, you're the one," right? And it's like it was like, I mean, you got to think of 5 kids wanting like their different beers. So
okay, I think we just maybe gave the wrong information to the world. Damn, this is not good. This program's for people over the age of 18 or 21.
I thought we were telling stories.
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I had a guy friend who was over the age of 21, and he bought us all booze.
Well, you're lucky because we didn't have any guy friends. We had to make fun or friends with
homeless people,
randoms.
No, I never shoulder tapped or anything like that. I never even like actually like it.
Wait, she's used a slang term for something she never did.
I know, she's
Boone's Farm. That was what I drank when I was underage.
Mickey's is my drink when I was underage.
Oh goodness. Okay, let's try to switch to the topic, can we?
What's yours, Jay?
No, dude, I think we've done this enough. I'm gonna invite another person in. I'm gonna send the link out to people. At this point, I don't know how long we've been live. Let me just check our clock here. Okay, guys, we're coming up on the half hour. People still watching, I really appreciate it. If you guys could comment in the chat on the external of this where you're watching at, there's a chat. That would be great. That would drive the conversation in a different direction. Also, you're watching Chaos and Coffee with Justin Brown. If you'd ever like to join, just direct message me on any of the social networks that you can find me on at /Brown Coyote. That's my station identifier.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this chat box you speak of?
Outside of the Hangout, there's a live chat on the YouTube side of things, like where people are watching. So we had Brian Parks earlier comment Momo, if anybody remembers Momo. We should act like we don't remember Momo, so she joins and becomes relevant again.
She
We
likes
love you,
pandas.
Momo.
Momo
I
likes
think I
pandas.
recall the name.
Momo was a volcano goddess back in the day of BG Kumbi and
That works, dude. Volcano Goddess actually does fit, dude. I think that's enough said.
Dude, that's enough. Okay, yeah. She's a cool chick. She does photography. I can't remember where she's at, Midwest somewhere. And once she gets in here, I'll give her the proper introduction and I'll pimp her site and all her photography and whatnot. But
It would
Hey, why aren't we
be
pimping
Volcano
my-
Goddess
well, I suppose I don't really need
in
to
Zelda.
my hair.
what's your yeah, if you have a website, or we'll put it in the description. And you are obviously doing things. You're a stylist.
I'm doing okay.
I see
Actually,
It's remarkable.
I'm actually considering not anytime immediately, but probably next summer going south.
Word. What's your Instagram so people can check out your work?
Live for color. No E on the end of live because I'm Olivia and I live for color.
So
And the four is spelled
LIV
out.
for color.
LIVFORCOLOR.
Boom. We'll put that link in the description so people can easily find your work. Yeah, I'm amazed by it. Like the stuff you do on yourself and also the stuff you do on other people.
I did some pretty fucking dope shit yesterday.
Oh,
I'll bump
what?
this.
A San
I'll
Jose
bump this,
Sharks?
dude.
Is that what that is?
She's hella good at artwork.
Damn.
It was like, oh my god, it took me like an hour to do that. It was so intense.
What? I'm
Like,
still blown away. What?
you can go look at it like on my Instagram and stuff. And like,
Yeah. Man.
It's to me it looks so rudimentary. It's like compared to like what some barbers do and stuff like that. But I'm not a barber. I don't have a straight blade. Like, you know, I'm fucking around basically with my cosmetology tools. I need to get myself some better clippers and that kind of thing. But it's really cool. One of my coworkers, he's been a barber and a cosmetologist for forever, since he was like 15. And we were talking about me apprenticing with him so that I can get my barbering hours and then just go take my license exam. And I think that would be dope.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of silence.
Let's have a silent disco.
We're listening to some Russian
We need a
disco
topic.
earlier.
You don't know
Are
how
you
to
making
pronounce
fun of
that
my
Russian
hat?
guy's name?
Are you making fun of my hat?
I think
No,
one of those.
we were literally just listening to a
No,
Russian
I'm
guy.
serious. I don't
Yeah.
troll you, dude. I'm
No, I
serious.
don't troll. I actually like that.
I'll troll anybody in the world, but not you. So it would be the Seventh Element. Maybe could.
That's the name of the band, The Seventh Element.
I think that might. Okay, the seventh.
That's easy to remember.
The Seventh Element will be the first video on YouTube, and it is the guy.
Right on. Okay, we have Greg Delner joining us from somewhere in the Midwest. Greg is a mud dog or mud hog or something like that. Welcome, Greg.
Welcome.
Do I have to unmute?
What's on your mind, Greg?
You probably have to unmute yourself. You tap the screen and then click the microphone.
He's not muted.
He's not muted. He's in a
He's
bunker
muted
somewhere.
now.
Now he's muted.
Now he's muted. Now we get, and then he'll unmute, and the Google will figure it out, right? No. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo.
I mean, as hosty person, can you unmute him?
No,
No.
that's weird.
This is
So weird.
Google.
He muted himself just now. He has to tap the phone again.
It's because you guys said he was muted, so he hit the button
I think
he's gonna unmute.
Yeah, he muted himself. It's fine. He'll unmute himself. He's a smart guy. This dude, he studies the rocks and the.
I don't know what we're doing anymore.
I don't know how to make words anymore. Eminem said he didn't know what words to use, and then I saw his freestyle, and I really believed it. Eminem does not know what words to use. That freestyle was kind of. I think we're looking at Greg's ear now. This is fun.
Yeah, you're looking at my ear because I can't figure out how to make it play over the speaker.
Eminem can't rap anymore.
Yeah, I was disappointed in that rap, dude. That was.
You know why?
It's
because he got off.
It's okay, Greg. Just talk directly into the potato.
Okay, he got off drugs and he went to therapy and he dealt with his issues. So now he doesn't have any more drive to like make those fucking raps anymore.
Oh, it was hell of emotional. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
like
unfortunately,
every fucking album that he's made has been like this progress into his like gayness.
Wow, that's a pretty intense interpretation, but okay.
It doesn't have the same fire. It just sounded like whining. It was whinging. It sounded like it was.
Thank you.
Vertex cutting out for anybody else.
When I think about fucking Eminem, I think about a straight fucking gangster. You know what I mean? And then like to see what he's gone like developed into, like he's even tried to sing. You know?
Are you talking about the Trump diss that just came out?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, watch the Trump diss that just came out, right?
I don't even need to, dude.
Man,
I already know his music.
well, you're saying the exact opposite.
It was all just a freestyle diss.
It was very terrible, but it was hell of emotional, right? It had a lot of energy, but it was not the best rap he's ever done. That's all I'm going to say.
There's the last
My favorite
few
song by him is
songs.
Rain Man.
Yeah, that's a good song, dude. That's some
So
clever
funny.
ass fun.
I love him for his
Dude,
comedic
it's
rapping
dope.
stuff. It's so fucking funny.
But he like all of a sudden went like he's like, I'm sober now. It's fine, be sober, just spit some good ass shit like you were.
He's turned into a social justice warrior, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Like all of a sudden now he's gonna like, you know.
I mean, he's always been kind of political. Even during
Yeah,
the
but
Obama era.
he rebelled against the system for so long, and now it's like he's sucking the dick of all the people that was insulting him.
Let me say this: whenever an artist that's upcoming or in the light, all of a sudden quickly makes like a song about a political view of something that just happened in our government.
He's been making political songs, bro.
It's just
every album has a political song.
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this was like, oh, I'm drawing a line in the sun.
There is
wait,
hold on.
During the Clinton
in the middle, then fuck you.
There's other albums. There's albums where he was straight
during the Clinton era. He did
talking about fucking going straight up against like
Clinton, and then during the Bush era, all through the Bush era. We're talking about 8 years of Eminem making anti-Bush music, dude. You guys forgot about that?
Yeah, that. He's always just poured his feelings into his music.
He's always done political shit.
He got heat for saying, "I'm gonna deliver bombs to the president."
Yeah,
and
he got in trouble for saying
because he used plural. It was like all good because he didn't say, "I'm gonna deliver a bomb to the fucking actual." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it myself, but he used plural terms, and they try to get him on freedom of speech over plural terms.
Oh, jeez,
like shit like that.
Yeah, he's on that one song with Mos Def and Immortal Technique. He's literally on that "Tell the Truth" song about 9/11 with Immortal Technique and Mos Def. Like Eminem's been political. That's all I'm stating.
Yes, he has.
He's been political, but he wasn't shitting on his own fans.
No.
Which is what he was doing now. It was basically
just whack, dude.
He's playing into this divide and conquer. Oh, the left versus the right, the left versus the right, and that's all it is now. And he's separating people rather than bringing them together.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. The Juggalos are doing a lot better job than I guess.
Marilyn Manson and Eminem should come out with a new fucking album and fucking just kill it, dude. That's what I want to see. I want to see Marilyn Manson and fucking Eminem.
Running for senator.
I have actually seen Marilyn Manson and Eminem perform
would make
together.
a Kid Rock would make a great senator.
Jeez.
Okay. Beginning when he was making music, right? He was like totally rough. I mean, there's definitely songs that are like, what the fuck that he made? But you cannot deny Kid Rock's push and drive to give back to the community and do things as like he's not in the light of being anybody like shady or you know what I mean. He's kept quiet and he gives back to the fucking community. So and he's been political too, you know. He's all about America. He's all about old school America type of shit. And I think that I would rather have a musician and somebody that, you know, stayed out of like any type of fucking drama be a senator than Arnold Schwarzenegger that played in a movie, right? Like the Terminator. Like, yeah, let's invite the Terminator.
Dude, Arnold Schwarzenegger not once. Arnold Schwarzenegger on multiple occasions saved us from aliens, bro.
Let's invite Arnold Schwarzenegger to govern our cities.
Our whole state, bro. Our whole state was governed by him.
Did anyone see what Kid Rock said about transsexuals at his concert when he was supposedly like started running for Senate?
When did this happen?
Like Kid Rock was at a concert and he did a speech and he referenced transgenders.
Exactly.
What did he say?
He said basically someone's gender is determined by what's between their legs.
It is.
I mean, is he not entitled to free speech?
I mean, didn't we all learn that in kindergarten?
Yeah.
Gender?
Well, yeah, you know.
It's a boy or
boy girl. Parts are different than girl parts, you know, and that's what separates the genders is those differences.
Well,
if I was a doctor, I would identify the sex of a child by.
Okay, sex and gender are different though.
Oh God.
I don't understand.
Is one of them? It's my cue to take a toilet break.
There's okay. I'm getting lightheaded, but can you? Okay, Draco. Let's get meta for a second. Could you identify key words in what Greg said that indicated that he was part of a group thinking?
Well,
what?
Yeah, I can't even.
Well, because what happens is there's communication breakdown. Like, okay, so Greg said a sequence of words, right? And I heard the sequence of words, and
yeah.
Okay, but then Draco heard the sequence of words, and for instance, Chris, you heard the sequence of words, and you're a bit confused because it might be a new argument for you.
Okay, alarm bells.
Okay, but for Draco, he's dealt with this argument quite a bit. So
it's because I come from a particular area of the internet.
Right, he's from the internet, hardcore, and so he did what's called the effective filter, where basically he throws up a boundary or a wall and goes, "I'm not going to listen to the rest of this guy's argument." Right. Whereas you might say, "Okay, go ahead, Greg."
Yeah, I've heard this so many times, and I just check out of it. Like
I don't know where
I only have enough room in my head for so much stuff, and
okay, can I
this is one of the things that needs to fill it. It's a non-argument.
Great.
But I think it's gender and okay, fair enough.
Different. The moment I hear that gender and sex are different things, I just check out.
I understand that. Okay, and I dig that. This is a perfect time for a cigarette or bathroom break, Draco, and let's let Greg explain this point of view or this perspective.
Greg, can you explain to me what gender fluid is?
I can't explain what gender fluid is very well. I do know someone who is gender fluid, and I know Justin knows this person as well. This person goes by two different names depending on whether he or she is going by a male or female persona that day. And I
actually knew somebody like that too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. And I honestly don't know this person well enough to know if it's something that he or she's doing, just for the purposes of entertainment, or if it's something that I'll just stick with the pronoun they. I don't know if it's something that they're doing for.
Are you on a? I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are you on a website called FetLife?
Called what life?
Never mind.
I
Guess
am not.
Okay.
So, like I said, this person, depending on what's going on, just goes by male or female that day, and I've even heard of possibilities of this person like doing a comedy show and performing as both personas, like first one then the other.
Do like a split personality.
Almost. No, I wouldn't say that either.
Like it changes, like it's
Split personalities are always Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
So a split personality is more not. I mean, like basically changing your sex on stage is more plausible than split personality.
Yeah, I think it's more like that, like changing your sex, your gender on stage.
I gotta lightweight kind of argue that. I don't think changing your sex. Okay, never mind. Be right back.
No, go ahead, man. Proceed.
Anyway, I mean, you asked me about being gender fluid. What else do you want to know? That's just my.
I didn't know you were. I just asked you if you knew what it meant.
He's not. He's describing a person that we both know, an actor or a comedian.
Oh, well, it's cool, man.
So basically, gender is whatever you choose.
No, it's whatever
it's what you present to the world. Like it's an identity thing, right? We all have. Everyone has an identity. That's the one thing that we all have in common across the whole human spectrum is we have something that we like a part of us that we identify as, right? So I'm an old bald guy with a cane. That's my identity, right? And the person that Greg's talking about is an artist who, while defined by the doctor or anybody who would happen to play with the grapes below, right, as a male, acts or identifies, especially when performing, as a female persona. You get what I'm saying? So that'd be an idea of gender fluidity, where somebody could be a male 1 minute at Burger King and then get up on stage 30 minutes later in full makeup, like Eddie Izzard, the comedian Eddie Izzard. Eddie Izzard. Have you heard of Eddie Izzard?
I think I could do that without being gender fluid, though.
Draco, you know Eddie Izzard, the British. I mean, fuck, it's a British.
Yeah, I know him. I identify as an Apache helicopter.
Oh, powerful.
It still sounds to me like whatever.
I actually would like to be the gunner of that helicopter.
It still sounds to me like it's just whatever.
That's the most lovely thing I've heard.
That was actually really nice to hear. That made my morning.
Guys, why isn't anybody on cam?
Oh man, you're gonna do that to me?
Why is it what?
Well, I'm the only person on cam, and I'm the only female. It just
okay. Calm down. I'll get on cam. I'm just having my daily smoke, and I get comments from the older viewers.
Like you're just making excuses now.
No, they really do. They're all like, "Hey, can you not smoke marijuana?" And I'm like, "I'm allowed to by law, and I have a prescription." And they're like old, and they're like, "No, but can you not do it? Because we're." But that's okay. I'll smoke on cam here when we pass the 45-minute mark, when I know that only my hardcore viewers are watching. We do have viewers. I'm thankful for that.
So basically,
go ahead.
On gender fluid or transgender individuals is, why does anyone else care? If someone wants to use whatever bathroom they choose and they're not hurting anyone, I don't care. It's one of those things. It's like it's none of my business, and it's really none of anyone else's business how that person chooses to identify in terms of gender. That's just me.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, why the fuck do you even care?
Yeah,
Because you want to bitch about it.
If
It's
someone's
basically
going into
my opinion of that.
bathroom,
I'm like,
if someone's going into the bathroom where you're going, and you feel like you're gonna, possibly hurt someone, then yeah, you can step in and do something about that. But if it's just someone going in to pee, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, we all have bodily.
Look, it's easy. It's easy. If you have a penis, you use the men's restroom. If not, then you go into the ladies.
Why are we talking about sex so much, man?
Maybe they should put like body parts on the doors instead of pictures of a male or female.
Like put a pussy up.
Why don't you just have unisex toilets then?
Yeah, see that's my thing.
Could we at least get it from different angles, like maybe from the back?
That's what it comes down to, though. That some people feel uncomfortable. That personally, I don't give a fuck if we have unisex toilets or not. It doesn't.
I don't care if
I
there's
could tell someone's sex. I could tell someone's sex. I could tell someone's sex just by their feet. You could put pictures of people's feet on a bathroom stall, and I know where I'm going.
That's nice.
The problem with unisex bathrooms is perverts. That's also the whole problem with this gender issue.
Wait, what do you unisex bathrooms for? Wait, what?
Well, you're talking about unisex bathrooms, right? Men and women can use them. Transgenders, whoever.
You know what's a unisex
but it's
bathroom?
it's one person at a time, dude.
Families use them.
It's not like
it depends on the type of toilet. I'm talking about the big ones. Obviously, if it's a single toilet, it doesn't really matter. The issue is all the people, like males and females, using the same.
Okay, you guys gotta really fucking stop talking over each other.
Oh, my bad. We just got monitored.
I just can't understand anything you're saying because you're all talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's everyone or no one.
Let's clarify their public bathrooms, We're talking about public bathrooms.
Yeah, I don't care who's sitting in the stall next to me shitting. Just do your business and go about your way.
That's what I feel too. Just don't bother me.
Yeah. I think it would be funny. I think it would be interesting to see how bathroom, like, I don't know, interactions went at that point. It's kind of funny because, like, men's restrooms tend to be cleaner but smell bad, and women's restrooms tend to smell good but there's shit everywhere.
Oh, yeah. I can vouch for that. Trust me, dude.
Not literal shit, but like there's like hair everywhere, and women sometimes don't know how to put toilet paper or paper towels in the trash cans because they don't want to touch anything because they're a bunch of vaginas.
Soaps everywhere.
Soaps everywhere? Like, I don't understand. If you make a mess, use that paper towel and wipe the counter.
Yeah, take it back. I don't think I'm ready to have women in our toilets. Or this soap, no.
I don't think anybody could have nailed that description better than what she said. She was like, male bathrooms might be cleaner, but they stink. Right?
This was my experience when I worked at a gym.
It's exactly the same thing. I know what you're talking about. I see it.
It'll either be a really good combination of both or a really terrible combination of both. There'll be no middle ground. It'll just be really terrible.
A women's bathroom will go through gallons of soap, dude. Like, the amount of soap they will, like, just go through is, like, ridiculous, dude. You're like, really?
You guys start fighting?
What?
How'd it go? I walked away in the middle of.
No one was fighting.
Okay, that's good then. Sorry, I had a coughing fit. I'll get back on cam. I need to take a picture today too, a black and white one actually.
Are you hitting the gravity bong?
No. I did stand up for a second. So I did stand up and I got lightheaded, and now I'm back. We're back. I have to take a black and white picture today as a challenge. A man named Brian Parks, hypnotist.
Oh, you're doing that thing?
Yeah, I'm doing that thing. Black and white.
About it, but I was in the middle of a yoga challenge, and I was just like, didn't have the time for all of it.
I'm starting today, so I could measure the whole week, right? Really precisely. I didn't want to start like on a Thursday or Friday. I want to start like today. That, and I'm horrible at photography. Sorry for coughing.
Josh, not you, Josh. The bird, Josh.
What?
Josh, what code name are you using nowadays? How can people find you if they need to?
Type in cold snacks.
Right on.
There's this really skinny mockingbird that comes around my house, and he always hangs out in the persimmon tree.
What color is he?
He's gray and black and white.
Yeah.
Gray and dark gray and white. Anyways, he's like the skinniest mockingbird I've ever seen, but he's also very long, so I named him Josh. Because he's very mouthy. He talks a lot.
Long neck for life.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, he's really mouthy, and he's like always sitting on top of the tree, like right now he's fighting with another. Oh, that was a squirrel. Josh just fucking attacked a squirrel.
Nice.
Long neck for life, dude.
Long neck.
Yeah, long necks for life. That's pretty dope. Giraffe life. Okay, so I feel pretty good about today. How you guys feeling?
Guys, my gender's transforming. Give me
a dude. I tried to warn a lot of people in real life that the internet.
Okay, I'm back. My name's Josh. What's up, guys?
And I was trying to explain that a lot of the internet is really pretty conservative and right wing, and they were laughing at me because they thought I was joking, and I was just trying to warn them about polar shifts, you know. And also Trump getting presidency, yeah.
How do you think Trump's going to deal with like the next shift in the magnetic field, like the force?
I don't think it's going to be a thing that's going to be happening.
Aren't we going through it right now?
Like in his presidency, we're going through it right now. We're going through it right now. Yes, it's been going on for years. Trump probably won't make it through the rest of the year, bro. They're impeaching him. Type in Trump impeachment. In fact, type in Trump I and see what word pops up.
Somebody needs to do something. My girlfriend. I like a group of citizens that have united together to march into the White House and drag him out by force.
Trump, bro. You're probably the one who hacked the ATMs to get Trump elected, bro. As far as I know.
I don't mind him either, to be honest. I don't think he's I don't think he's the reincarnation of Jesus, and I don't think he's the reincarnation of Hitler either. It's just
I want him to finish his 4 terms as who he is. Yeah, I want him to finish his 4 years who he is, and then we'll just get another one.
Dude, it's not even going to happen. He's getting impeached, bro. I'm telling you.
He's not though.
He is.
He needs to shake up.
Type in Trump I into Google and see if it pops up. Investments.
Yeah, you'll get a bunch of lefty journalists that are all just wetting themselves over the idea of it.
Check this out, bro. In America,
this dude has Russian.
He has pissed off.
This dude has
the
Russian
right.
homies, so.
Okay, the whole right. It doesn't. What are you saying? Russia rules the world, bro?
Dude, he doesn't. Who gives a fuck about the right? This fool is in cahoots with Russia.
He's pissed off both sides.
The mainstream off. That's why people like him.
Oh, that's why people like him.
Yeah, okay. People like him because he's pissing off the right people.
Yeah, all that legislation he passed. That was awesome. All that legislation that he passed.
Check it out. I don't think he's done much, and I don't think he's the smartest dude or the best president. But there's one thing he did do that I really like.
Oh, see that dog? Hold on. For those people watching for the first time,
he was in
Taco.
That's a
sorry. What code name are you fucking Josh? See this?
I have to be too continuous.
See this dog?
See this dog?
This. I know. I'm not touching his butt. He's way far away.
You should have got like a German Shepherd, dude. You're tripping.
Bro, this dog was given to me.
He's an awesome dog, man.
Yeah, he's a rescue dog, man. But this dog signals, those who don't know, this is the end of the show. That's what this dog signals. So now we stop broadcasting, and he's the Anubis dog. When he gets to the door, it's all over. I mean,
does he need to go outside?
So thanks for watching. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for watching. And if he there's a light. See it? That definitely means it's over.